Gemini, this is Stella. If you are returning, welcome back. And if you are brand new, welcome to the Love Evolution. This video is going to be for August 2018. Sorry it's a little bit late. I do these videos every month. It's for your Sun, Moon, Rising, really anywhere you have Gemini in your chart. If you are new, all of my videos are channeled through the intention to provide you with, the insight that you need so that you can line up with your highest good, okay, during this time period for this video. It's for August. Your highest good is uniquely yours. It's different for everybody. But how do I describe it? Your unique talents, okay? The dreams that you have for yourself, the things that you hold dear to your heart, okay? All of those point to what you're meant to do, okay? And your unique contribution, okay? I think Geminis, you guys are the twins, I think you guys understand this more than anyone, any of the other signs, that there is a dual nature in life, right? It's like if this human civilization, if this earth is a organism in and of itself, right? Then each one of us is like a cell within that organism, and each cell has a role to play, a job, right? An important contribution to make, okay? So my goal with these videos is to help empower you to embrace that, all right? To embrace more love and less fear. I meditated on your sign for quite a while. Just clearing my energy, trying to really get a clean slate so that I can give you guys a good, valuable reading. And I really didn't get any advice or any images. I was thinking of my mother. I love my mother dearly, obviously, and she's a Gemini sun. I'm a Gemini rising. And she has that sort of, not ethereal, but she has that, certainly has that dual nature. She has that quickness. She loves to be out and about, and just very kind of stereotypically Gemini in that way. But she always told me a story growing up about how she grew up, I'm like a quarter Middle Eastern, so she grew up, very Americanized, but with some of that culture, influence into her upbringing. And women in that culture, I know this is very stereotypical, but women are if we think we live in a patriarchy, right, here in America, and if we think that we are limited as women, it doesn't even come close to how it is there. Women are revered in a way that they're not here, but they're also very limited in certain ways. So with that backstory, she has two brothers, and she would always tell me this story when I was younger about being at the pool with her brothers, and they were swimming, and they got to take a swimming class, and she didn't get to take the class because she was a girl, and because, I don't know, I guess they didn't think it was valuable to teach her how to swim. I don't know what the thinking is. I won't comment on it, but anyway, she didn't get to take the swimming lesson. And I think it was her brothers, they were kind of like taunting her. They were playing the game where you throw the coin into the water and you have to dive down and get it. And she never got the lessons, so she was terrified to dive into the deep part of the pool, right? But all the boys, all the other people were swimming at the deep end of the pool. And so one day she just decided, I'm just going to dive in. I'm never going to get to play with them. I'm never going to get to interact. I'm never going to get to see how, see what could happen if I don't just dive in. And so that was like a little analogy, a story she would tell me throughout my life, whenever I was scared to do something, or if I didn't want to show up, if I had a commitment and I didn't want to show up, right? Or I was afraid of how other people were going to see me. And she would always just say, you know, you got to dive into the pool and swim to the other end. Okay? So for you guys, Gemini, why that story came up in my mind. We're going through a huge retrograde season right now, okay? A lot of the planets are in retrograde. Mercury, your ruler, is in retrograde. I can't even talk in these August videos because Mercury is in retrograde. I'm also find myself skipping around a lot. Like when I watch the videos from July and June, I'm more cohesive in my speech. And this is my rising sign, right? I'm showing up on a platform to deliver a message to you guys. So it's a very Gemini thing. It's a very rising sign thing. And I'm finding myself like tongue-tied, okay? So that's the Mercury influence. So it hits you guys pretty hard. But the silver lining in all this is that, you know, after this eclipse season, the eclipse, what is the eclipse? It's when the moon, right, overpowers the sun, the self. So it's when the emotions become so strong, right, that they're all that's visible. They're undeniable. So when someone looks at you, they see the emotions. They don't see the self that you project, right? When you look at yourself, you see the emotions. So the value in that, in what are emotions? The pool, right? The value of diving into that pool. See, here's how it ties back. I never know before I do these videos, but Spirit's amazing. The value of just diving into that pool, okay, is because on the other end, when you sink or swim and you figure it out, right? You go into those uncharted, waters. Of these emotions that are coming up during this period. When you get to the other end, the prize, the reward is so much greater, okay? Universe is preparing all of us. We're also at the transition of seasons, We're at the end, in August, but we're coming up into fall time, right? We're at the end of if you're in the northern hemisphere at least, the end of summer, the end of bounty, the time of the sun, right? And we're coming into the time where the sun starts to retreat again, right? And coming up on the harvest of everything we've worked for previously this year, okay? So what better time to deal with all the emotional crap, the recurring karmic patterns. Eclipses are also about karmic patterns, right? Because they bring up from the depths of the dark subconscious, right? And they make it visible. They make it acute. They make it palpable, okay? So we can't deny it. So the value of all of this is that when these emotions are over, when you are brave enough to just dive into the pool, to not stand there, not just dip your toe, not just, let the boys or let whoever, taunt you because you weren't given a proper lesson, It's like she could have taken that and she could have internalized it as her self-worth, right? Which many people do. I'm not worthy of learning this lesson, right? But there's several, nuggets of value in this, but also self-worth, rejecting that somebody else doesn't think you're worthy of gaining some knowledge, some valuable life-saving. I mean, to know how to swim is life-saving, right? It's a vital skill that we must have. So for somebody to deny that to her, right? It left a very deep lesson in her psyche that, and that came up again and again and again. But, the value of deciding, no, I'm valuable enough to do this. And even if you didn't teach me, watch, I'm going to show you. I'm going to jump in and I'm going to do it. So be brave. There's things coming up, emotional things. Okay, I know you guys are air. You may not want to, you don't want to whip the water up, right? You don't want to cause waves. But universe is asking you to take a look at some of those deep emotions so that when harvest time comes around in a couple months, you're better prepared to, reap your bounty. Okay? I hope that makes sense. Better to do it now than to get further ahead and then there's more at stake, right? So, Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, anywhere in your chart. What does Gemini need to know for August 2018? Gemini. Gemini. They're sticky. Gemini. Okay. Past, present, future, above, below, what's crossing you. Internal, external, please. Internal, external. For those of you that are new, I do the main part of your reading with the Morgan Greer Tarot. I pull clarity from the traditional Rider-Waite. Your challenge and guidance is done with the Chrysalis Tarot. I really like it for that purpose because it really dives into the psyche, okay, the psychological archetypes. And then at the end, I pull an archangel guidance as well as a power animal for the month. Challenge guidance, Gemini. That's it. Challenge guidance. No flyers today. Okay. Okay, feeling burdened. Emotional opportunity on your horizon. Maybe focusing too much on the physical material things in your life and how they affect you. The challenge is, finding your own internal peace through all of this turmoil, like I'm saying. And the guidance is, starting a new physical chapter in your life. All right, so we'll just start. Above we have the Nine of Swords, which is about feeling bound, okay? So on your mind, you're feeling bound in some way. Either the thoughts and words of others or your own internal thoughts and words. To me, this card is more about like the opinions of other people and what they say and how you allow it to affect you, okay? You are the air element. You are communication. Remember, we are in Mercury retrograde, so you may be feeling, on your mind, you're feeling perhaps like a little stifled, but also, these are the thoughts and opinions of other people. Do you see how his hands are bound in a way that, it's not like he didn't do that to himself, right? Somebody bound his wrists. So feeling restricted, feeling bound because of the thoughts and opinions of other people. What is this for Gemini? Can I have a clarity on this Nine of Swords for Gemini, please? Knight of Swords. Yeah, so it's like you're wanting to say something. There's something you're wanting to charge forward with and say. And you're feeling restricted in it for some reason. And then we have the Six of Swords in your recent past. So, moving away from someone or something that didn't serve you. It's often the card to me of like domestic violence even, because see, it's like very harsh words, somebody's very harsh words or thoughts, right? And she's definitely fleeing a situation, okay? But it also can represent travel. So perhaps you've been doing quite a bit of traveling in your recent past. Can I have a clarity on this Six of Swords, please? I don't know why we're getting, who else got this card? Taurus got the Four of Wands reversed as well. So there's some emotional opportunity that was being handed to you. That you didn't want, you know, or it could have even been like a manipulation of some sort. And in the recent past, you're just like, get me away from that, you know. Presently, we have the star upside down in reverse. So, you know, feeling like your destiny is like you're off your path or things are just not moving smoothly. You're not getting to where you want to go, and you're crossed by the 10 of Wands, which is like a heavy burden. You know, the ideals you hold, they're feeling more like, you know, bricks weighing you down. You're struggling to balance them all. What is the star about for Gemini? What is the star about for Gemini, please? What is the star about for Gemini? Clarity, please. An offer of love. Okay, so somebody gave you, somebody has offered you something recently. I feel like some of you in past months too were, it was very possible that you got engaged. And it's in reverse in your future. So what's going on with you, Gemini, that you're feeling, that you're feeling so bound and you're feeling like you're off your path? I do internal, external. Internally, you're feeling like your ability to be, do you see how opulent this woman is? You know, I always say she has so many coins she can make a damn necklace out of them, right? It's like the epitome of like opulence, okay? On her own, she is wealthy. And it's in reverse. So for some reason, your value in the world, you're feeling like it's, you're feeling bound in some way. I think this is just the influence of Mercury because it is above too. So I think you're just feeling Mercury very strongly. It's affecting your ability to communicate effectively, okay? And do and get done what you need to get done. This can be, you know, communications online. It can be contracts, negotiations, and then in your personal life, you know, it's like you've got this offer that you're not wanting to accept for some reason. You're not wanting to accept it, and you feel like you're having to leave. Knight of Pentacles. Can I have one more clarity on this Six of Swords, please? So, I mean, but your destiny, it's like somebody's offering you some kind of emotion, and perhaps you don't feel like what I was saying about the story I was telling you about my mother. Like, perhaps you don't feel worthy of this kind of love that's showing up in your relationship. The Hierophant. Yeah, so some sort of structure. It's like the Hierophant is all about societal customs and structures, okay? So it could even be like your job, you know, that's a societal, you know, structure, custom, serves the community, right? But it could also be like your beliefs. Traditionally, it's like the Pope, so religion, right? But it could also be your beliefs. And it's in the reverse. So something in some habit, some custom, some ritual, some tradition is the word I'm looking for. Some tradition. It's like somebody has offered you something emotional or given you a cup, given you something that you don't want to take it. Because see, the Four of Cups is about being upset. And it's like, here's the hand of God offering him a full cup, a good emotion, right? And he's so upset he's not taking it. So in the reverse, it's like it takes on the opposite meaning. So it's like you are looking up, you are aware of it. But what somebody's handing you, you have no interest in. You know, and not only do you have no interest in it, but you're like, get me out of here, right? Get me out of here. Let me take my own thoughts, my own ideas, my own values and ideas, and get the heck out of here. But perhaps they, okay, like what I was saying about the pool, all right? Why did they not allow my mom to take swimming lessons, right? Because it was a hierophant. It was a societal, in that tradition, in that society, okay? It was a custom, a tradition, okay, that women didn't learn those things. Women didn't do those things. So sure, she could hang out at the pool, right? But she couldn't partake in, it's like there was no value. So what does that teach a person, right? Or a little girl? So it reminds me of like, it's like somebody trying to put some custom on you and almost like manipulate you emotionally and be like, well, this is how it's always been done. Or you're not a good, daughter, son, worker, cousin, wife, whatever, fill in the blank, if you don't do this. So trying to use emotions to get you to subscribe to some kind of tradition or, belief system, cultural thing, and you're just like, get me the heck out of there. But it's affected your self-confidence somehow. This is your destiny, your star, and it's in reverse presently. And now it's got you examining, you're like, these are all the beliefs I hold, and it's a burden, right? So because it's almost like because of what this person has said in the past, trying to manipulate you in a certain way, now you're like questioning all your values, and it's weighing on you. It's heavy, right? And it's got you in this upside down place, and you feel bound. I really think this above is just the Mercury influence. But we got the Knight of Pentacles, and what was the other coin card we had? Nine of Pentacles. So I think it has to do with something in your environment, like you're feeling, either not good enough, like not up to the job to do some task, some job that you're employed to do, or some project, something that has like physical, material ramifications, okay? It could be in your job, it could be, but you're feeling like what did Night Star do? What a Night Star. They serve, right? They serve a cause, right? They defend, they protect the realm that they serve. So in reverse, it's feeling like perhaps you're not up to the task, okay? Perhaps you're not, it's that self-doubt that this person has kind of like instilled in you. Feeling like perhaps you're not good enough to do this. Below we have the Ace of Cups. We have a brand new opportunity of emotional happiness, okay? An emotional, almost like catharsis, where it overflows and causes, do you see the lotus here? The cup is overflowing, and it causes that the water spilling from the cup, right? From your heart, from you, waters the ground and causes the lotus to bloom, right? So emotion that like spills over and causes your environment to flourish, okay? That's what's on your subconscious. Okay, I get it. This is pretty deep, Gemini. Like, what was I saying earlier about the catharsis, right? About how this full moon is causing these things, these emotions to come up, right? And we want to finish them now. We want to get rid of this self-doubt now, because once harvest time comes, we don't want to be bogged down by all this. We want to have a clean slate, right? So subconsciously you know that. Subconsciously you know that it's all for the best. You know that the emotion, even if this water spilling out, even if this is tears for you, okay? I don't think it is, because there's no other cards, but even if it's, you get what I'm saying, even if it's not pleasant emotions, okay? The emotion that spills forth from you now will water your environment in the future, okay? Subconsciously, this is what's not only on your mind, but it's what you know to be true, okay? And it is gonna be a little upsetting throughout this month, okay? With the Ten of Cups reversed. And then we've got this offer of love here. I'll pull another advice on that. We've got this offer of love right with the Star. Six of Cups. So again, somebody giving you emotions, but in this case, it's a positive, you know, sharing their positive emotions with you. Can I have a clarity on this Six of Cups, please? Judgment reversed. I don't understand. Maybe somebody is giving you an emotional offering, but you don't feel like it's right. You don't feel like it's karmically right, or it's the right time, or you don't feel good enough about yourself. Perhaps even judgment reversed. I mean, this is karma. So this is feeling like, you know, going against karma, going against universal. Like, are you feeling so bad about yourself, Gemini, right now? Because there's not really a lot of other cards to suggest it. Internal, external. You're being bombarded with your beliefs, okay? What this person has said to you, this emotional manipulation, like what I was saying about my mother and diving in the pool, okay? It's like the example of that is having an effect on you, and it's making you question your value system and feel like, well, geez, maybe I'm not that opulent. Maybe I'm not good enough to do what I'm, you know, doing, or almost like I'm feeling that kind of like, I'm a Pisces sun, and Pisces can be very like martyr almost, like where like if you're not feeling good, they're like, oh, I'll just sit out because like you guys will have a better time without me. Like that kind of a feeling. The cards are not that bad, not despair, they're not anything else, but it's almost just like your ability to communicate your truth. And because you're feeling like you're off your path and you're questioning now, it's like you're like, I can't hold up all these belief structures myself. And here's somebody offering you love, but you feel like maybe you're not good enough to accept it right now. I don't know, Gemini. Like you're not worthy, you know? And then because of it, in your future, we've got the Four of Wands. So we've got like the opportunity to celebrate a belief with somebody, right? Celebration. And it's in the reverse. So it's like a missed opportunity to come together and celebrate. So perhaps you don't want to take part in it. Let me pull an overall here. Can I have an advice for Gemini? Advice for Gemini, please. Ace of Pentacles. New beginning, okay? Ace of Pentacles, the World, and the Magician. The World upside down. So yeah, I think you're just feeling, oh gosh, I knew that was going to happen. I think you're just feeling not confident, Gemini. Hold on one second. I'm so sorry, but I have to go pick up these cards. They're going to keep flying here. Yeah, give me 1 second. minute, Gemini. The wind is blowing here. Okay. Ace of Pentacles as your overall advice was literally, we literally got the Ace of Stones as your advice as well when I pulled an advice card. So 2 times Ace of Pentacles. The stones in this deck in the Chrysalis Tarot represent the pentacles. They are the earth element, okay? So internally, you're not feeling opulent. Externally, all your beliefs are, you're feeling like they're crashing down on you, okay? Your challenge is to find that peace in yourself, okay? I think, and with the world upside down, okay, with all this retrograde, you're just feeling like, you know, you guys are so quick. You guys are so, you are such a quick air sign that you want things to move forward quickly, okay? And when they don't, when this retrograde stuff happens and we have to slow down, it can be very frustrating for you and make you feel like, you know, you're just spinning in circles and not getting anywhere, right? But remember that you have this manifestation magic, okay? Just because somebody else says something to you or somebody else tries to get you to subscribe to something, this is what I'm saying about karmic patterns, okay? This right here, the Hierophant reversed and this 4 of Cups reversed. Somebody manipulating you, trying to give you some emotion that is negative. They're trying to get you to subscribe to some custom belief societal thing that you don't need to, okay, or that you don't want to. And it's affecting your self-worth. This ties in so perfectly with the story I was telling you about my mother, okay? That girls don't get to, you know, learn how to swim or whatever. That could have made her, and it did, obviously, it's stuck in her mind. She used to always tell me that story. Just dive into the pool, you know? You don't have to listen to this person. And what's happening right now is not, you know, some kind of retribution. It's just, it's coming up for you so that you can clear it out, okay? This self-doubt, you may have carried this your entire life up until this point, Gemini. It's so powerful. 5 planets in retrograde, another eclipse, an eclipse at the end of July, and another one at the end of August. Okay, so by the time September comes around, it's harvest time. But right now, you need to dive into the pool. Okay? You need to dive into the pool and take the initiative to do your own thing, to start your own new beginning. Okay? The earth element is also about physical material things, you know, and grounding that. So it's like, take pride in yourself and ground yourself right now. You have to dive into the pool and swim to the other end before you'll be able to find this value and create with the magician this type of value, okay? But it's here for you. It's showing up twice. It's your advice. It's here for you. So if you feel at any point this month like you're drowning, okay, like you're not able to swim, like the other side of the pool is just so far away and you don't think you have the stamina to make it, okay, remember what is solid on the other side, okay? Remember what wealth and abundance, like how good are you going to feel when you get to the other side? By the time, I'm trying to tie it into, by the time all of this retrograde is over and we get past this next eclipse at the end of August, by the end of August, it's harvest time, baby. Like, it's time to reap all the physical manifestations. You just have to get through this first. And I'm telling you, Gemini, you are not alone in this. This is happening for all of the signs right now. Very strongly, it's coming up for everybody, okay? So it's just getting through it, you know? And what did I say in the beginning about how, like, you want to do it now before the stakes get higher, before you start this new beginning, okay? But if at any point you feel like you're drowning, focus on this, because it's gonna give you the stamina and the grounding and the confidence to continue forward. Okay. I'm gonna pull one more. I'm gonna pull two more. How can Gemini flip this Four of Wands right side up? What does Gemini need to do to flip this Four of Wands right side up? Let go of whatever's not making you happy, okay? And then outcome, please. I'm sorry, this wind is killing me. Outcome. King of Spirals. Divine inspiration. Okay? So let go of whatever is making you, whatever's spilling your cups, whatever's not making you happy. We have 10 of Cups here twice. Sorry, 9 of Cups. No, 10 of Cups. Yeah, 10 of Cups here twice. Whatever's not making you happy, let it go, okay? Because you're dwelling on it and you're missing an opportunity to celebrate your beliefs, okay? And then your overall outcome is the Companion, okay? The King of Spirals. So it would be the King of Wands in the traditional tarot, okay? Somebody who takes deliberate, masculine, yang energy action, okay, on his divine inspiration, okay? And that's what's going to get you to this harvest here, okay? So believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. This is all coming up for you. Look, you feel like it's upside down right now, but here you are, the Magician, Gemini, okay? This is all just crap that's coming up so that you can let it go, so that when this next eclipse is over, your subconscious and your life is like a clean slate, so that this divine inspiration can come in, okay? So that you can take action towards this abundance, this wealth, this opulence in your future, okay? So this is all just, it's not even like, I don't want to say like it's a test, because it's not. It's just we have the opportunity to finally let this stuff go, okay? And you know, you're going to feel a lot of inspiration once it's all said and done. You just have to keep swimming, okay? That's all I can say. You just have to keep swimming. Chakra clearing. This would be extremely beneficial for you guys. Archangel Metatron, call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. Okay, flower of life. Okay, there are many wonderful chakra meditations on YouTube. Okay, you can look them up. I do a personal one every single day. If you would like some help with that, I would be happy to help you. I can either point you to a video, or I can help you create like a mantra or an affirmation. Send me an email and I'd be happy to do that for you. But basically, Gemini, for you, it's going to be the third chakra, your willpower, okay? The base chakra, knowing that you're provided for. Yeah, your third chakra and your base chakra, okay? And also your vision, okay? So your third eye, your vision for the future. Because right now, I don't think you can see clearly how all this is going to benefit you in the future, okay? But come the end of August, I promise you'll be able to see it. And then your animal totem. Oh, God. Sorry, you guys, this wind is... It's all right. I'll pick them up. I want to get your animal totem. It's the animal totem for Gemini, please. Those two. Okay, this is coming up for a lot of people. So what I was saying about clearing out your subconscious so that you have a clean slate, right? That also applies to your environment, okay? Gemini, you're an air sign. You're very, a lot of times you don't want to, you're very able to get down to work when you can, but a lot of times it's just like your attention goes from here to there to there to there. And it will really benefit you to, and this is your base chakra as well, okay? The physical, material things in your life. So please look that up on YouTube or email me and I will help you. But if you do a clearing of your base chakra, your third chakra, your willpower, and your vision, okay, it's going to help you so much through all this retrograde energy, because it's really hard for you guys. Out of all the signs, like Scorpio does pretty well with it, Pisces does pretty well, Leo's got some things coming up, but they're doing okay. But it's pretty hard for you guys because you're so quick and you're so mercurial, right? That it's tough. So purification, okay? Your physical environment, clear out the clutter, okay? It's going to be really important because then, like I said, when harvest time comes, every time you walk into, say, your room or your home, if it's clean and it's pristine, right, then there's room in your mind, okay, to engage in new things. But if every time you walk home, you're bombarded with, things that remind you of the past or things you no longer use, that takes up psychic energy and it drains you, okay? So clear out the clutter. And then we got giraffe. What was I just saying about your third eye, right? What are giraffes? They're the tallest creature on the savannah, right? They can see the farthest. Foresight. You are able to see what is in store for the future, okay? So clear out that third chakra. Tap into that third chakra. That third eye chakra, okay? And get a little glimpse of what's coming, the abundance, the harvest that's coming in the future, because that's what's going to give you the stamina to get through all of this, okay? So please do those chakra meditations. They're going to really help you, Gemini. All right? So, you guys can find me on Instagram and Instagram and Facebook. I will link it down below. I do a daily reading there on both of those. Excuse me. I'm working on getting more content up on my Facebook. Eventually, I'd like to have it be like a page where we can all engage in dialogue. Once I have my blog and my site up and running, you can purchase readings from me, and I will have posts, and I'm working on a ton of content, different articles on psychological, spiritual, topics, and just really sharing my experience in order to help others. A lot of it has to do with trauma and trauma healing as well, and the psychological processes. I'm going to be offering some energy healings and just a ton of stuff. So I would like, Instagram is more fun and funny and witty, and I would like the Facebook to be more of a place where we can come together for dialogue. So I'm definitely going to wait until Mercury goes back direct to launch that, but stay tuned and I'll update you guys all on that. Yeah, so if you enjoyed this video and you would like more, I do these every month. Hit subscribe. Your likes, comments, shares, feedback is so appreciated. I'm always trying to improve these readings for you guys. My goal is to help you, right? To be able to offer insight and guidance. And this is part of my divine expression, being able to do this for you. So it's my heartfelt intent that I'm able to help you. So I'm always looking to improve, and I appreciate all your feedback. I think that's about it. Just hang in there and keep swimming and you know, keep your eye on the prize, Gemini, okay? So I love you guys. I will see you in September.